So my name is Manenji. Originally from Zimbabwe, and I'm here in Canada. I'm a priest in Canada, and I'm a priest in a parish called Foru. It's a very tiny town, tiny towns. So I'm a priest to four parishes in four little tiny towns. So yeah, I have the energy. So yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, I guess I can also introduce myself.
Yes.
I go by Dr. STEM, STEM, but my full name is Stembile Mahlatini, and I'm also from Harare, Zimbabwe, particularly from Waterfalls, and I've been in the United States for 36 years. I live in Orlando, Florida, and I do mental health counseling.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Stem. So today we wanted to talk about the church and modern day trends, modern day trends in church. So I was hoping to have three or four young people, but then we can just discuss the three of us. Maybe things that we find boring about church. I wanted to hear the young people, things that they find boring about church, and things that they would want to see happen in church, and programs that they would want to see us bringing in on board. So me being a young priest, the things that I'll go first because I'm a young priest. I'm only 30 years old, and
Oh,
I'm in a parish where I'm the priest, I'm the head of the parish, but maybe the youngest. Maybe the youngest in the parish as well, but being the head. So anyway,
okay.
it's cool, it's exciting because you get to talk to a lot of people.
Yes.
But things that I find boring in today's church is that people don't seem to want to be kind of modern a little bit. When you talk about the music, sometimes we have these screens in church. So sometimes I get to put some of the modern hymns, modern tunes, but I see that there is a little bit of hesitance of people accepting the tunes, and people like trying to warm it up. So that I would want to see a little bit of something modern happening and something growing out of us in church. So I don't know, Kai, is there anything that you don't really love about church, or things that say, oh, I think church is boring because of this? Please just feel free. And I can see that Reverend Monte is just joined us. Reverend Monte is also a priest in Canada, and he has lots of experience in working with young people. So Reverend Monte, we are just starting and we are just kind of discussing, we've introduced ourselves, and we're just talking maybe the things that we think that we find boring in church. So that's the first base starting point. That's what we want to discuss, and what we think church is boring, what the young people find boring in church, and then we take the discussion from there.
So, for me, what I don't really like about church, I think it's because, like they take too long, or they it's kind of, well, like it's not like boring, but when they like take too long, like you know what I'm saying, like
Too long. Yeah, I think I agree. I agree there with you, Carl. Sometimes it doesn't have to be too long. But just to ask you, how many minutes would be ideal church service for you? How many minutes would you? Oh, I think if we are to do 10 minutes, 5 minutes, this can be an ideal church service for me.
okay, so maybe like for me, I would be like, hey, I want to do 30 minutes or whatever, 45 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
I mean that's that's kind of how I feel about it, like 30, 45 minutes, probably.
Okay. You might be wondering, we are doing so. I like to eat these a lot when I'm talking with young people. So I have
Oh
them.
yeah,
Yeah. So actually, I've said everybody bring your favorite snake. So I thought it would be good for me to have my own. So there we go. Okay.
But you didn't
Uh,
tell us.
well, yeah. For next time, I will try to please bring your favorite snack with you. But next time when you see we are doing a youth zone, please
I'll
do.
send it
Maybe
to
Dr.
the link.
Stem, we need to organize some more youth zones, and okay, we can talk about like, maybe once a month or so for Zacchaeus. Maybe we can talk about that later.
Okay, I'll be
Anyway,
there.
So I want to welcome Mavis. Mavis, I see you've joined us. Thank you so much for joining us. And Pastor Reverend Monte, sorry, he has also joined us. So I'll give Reverend Monte first, just to tell us about himself and introduce himself. Then I'll also give the people that are just joining us. I think Gerutendo, he has joined, and Mavis has joined. So I'll give them the opportunity just to introduce themselves. And if you are comfortable, please just tell us the things that you find boring in church. What do you think that church is boring? What you don't like about church? We want to hear those things. So we are just be free, be open about it.
I like it.
Yeah, Monty, Reverend Monty from BC. I'm in a place called Burnaby. That's where I am. Yes, used to be with young people and enjoy being with young people, and enjoy when the young people say church is boring.
Yes.
But
So Reverend
I think
Monte, what is it you find boring about church? You've been a reverend, you've been a youth worker for a long time, and we know that you can't like all ask about church, right? So tell me, what do you find boring about church?
I think stuff that is boring. I think it has to do with the one thing that I think young people complain about is music.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just said the same before you joined. Oh yeah, the music. Okay, so yeah, but Reverend Mangoma, and if you know Mangoma, right, guys? You know Mangoma, yeah. So it's me, Dr. Stem. I know you're a little bit old. Now, what is it that you don't like about church? Like in your
No,
age?
you didn't say that. You're a little bit old.
Okay. Sorry,
I'm
I
very
retract.
old. That's okay.
Yeah,
I'm very old.
I retract the statement, Dr. Stem. My apologies. Anyway,
There's something about 59 years old. I'm 59 this year. I'm turning 60 in March next year. But
okay,
there's
yeah.
something about that you start getting defensive. Like, no, I'm not old when you're really old.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So I don't find church boring, but I find it boring for the young people. And I'll tell
Okay.
you what, if we could
Mhm.
have like you were saying, right, to have it shorter for them, or even have a different service for the young people. They love to sing. They love to be able to be, mini pastors where they can preach themselves and we give them the word to preach rather than having a whole big old pastor or big old woman coming to preach. Let's give them the opportunity to preach. I think that'll be more fun. They love to rap. All these songs that we have, Eshonaiwa and everything, to give them so they can rap the songs or they can tweak them and put them into AI and do them. I think they will be like flocking to come to church and inviting each other. And then we have competitions for them. We're doing that. We have competitions where once a month or something, we have competitions, give them a little gift or a plaque or something. Man, that's a great incentive, for them to come to church. My take as an old person.
Thank you, Nicole. It's good to have you join us. So just tell us about who's Nicole, where are you joining from, and tell us what you like about church or what you don't like about church.
Okay. My name is Nicole. I'm joining from Florida, and what I like about church is the familiarity of it. Like you see the same people, so you kind of build like it's almost like a comfort zone where you're able to be, yeah, place of comfort. So I like that. Something that I don't like about church can be music sometimes.
That like if they start using the organ and
Yeah,
with the things drawing like "Dee."
yeah.
But what can we do about that? I when I was a youth pastor when I was still in Zimbabwe, we appealed to the congregation and somebody sponsored us so that we could go buy musical instruments. So we went to South Africa, we bought musical instruments, we got drums, we got guitars, we got everything that we needed, and we started a band. youth band with keyboards and all that and what have you. And we really had a good time doing that. And then we also changed it in such a way that whatever we'll be doing, there will be more music and we'll enjoy ourselves in a different setting. That changed things. But I do not know if you've got access to have such kind of influence here as well.
Yep, but then I also think that maybe the starting point is that for you to have the access, you just have to join in what is Shurukwitika at the moment, right? Go to church and be participating. Don't distance yourself, but join in, go with the flow, and they'll see you that you are coming and you've got the zeal, you're interested. And you say, okay, look, I've been coming, I've been here for 6 months, but I think this is not us for us young people. And so maybe the starting point is just to join in what is there, go with the flow, and maybe have the other young people join you, 3-4 young people, and start calling. I mean, approach the priest, the pastor, the head of the church. We have been coming to church because it's hard for you to accommodate them when they don't see you. Like we are nowhere to be found, and you just show up one morning and says, "Oh, it's boring." But how is it boring when you don't come and when you don't participate? So probably be participating as often as you can. Do whatever they are doing, and at the back of your mind, say, "Okay, I don't like this, but then I'm gonna participate in this. I'm gonna be there." And as time goes on, change is gonna come, right? I see that there's Ngerutendo and Mavis on the line. Please, if I would you want to show us your face? If not, if you're not in a great, it's okay. But at least, would you want to introduce yourselves?
I know for sure that Mavis is my cousin, and she wanted for her daughter Faith to come on. So I don't know if Faith was awake, and I don't know about Ngarutendo if it's a he or
Yeah,
she.
Ngerutendo should be Baba Fingers, Reverend Fingers, doctor.
I see.
Daughter, yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe they are not on the online at the moment. So let's just continue the discussion. So maybe Kai, if you're still here, and Nicole, like as Reverend Monte says, I think I went to Avondo after Reverend Monte, and the drums were still there. And the young people, the few that were there, well, I went years later after you'd already left. So I just want to say that the legacy lived on, right?
Wow.
But I think the starting point is I'm saying that you just have to be part of what is happening first. Imagine if you have been born Mumba to your parents, you can't just say, "Oh, I'm moving out," then you want to come back, say, "Oh, I'm go panapa, but please change 1, 2, 3." But, "Oh no, how can panapa kaiwewe?" But the first thing is garai papo by going to church, be part of the family, be part of the services, participate whatever way you can, go to church, participate in the readings and whatever, sing the organs. And then you say, "Okay, look, we know you are old people, you want the organ, and but we are coming in as the younger ones, and we are hoping that we can change this way." So I think that would be a very good deal breaker. But if you just wanna come and you are just wanna appear out of the blue, says, "Oh, I don't like this, they'll tell you, where are you coming from?"
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what type of music should we play? Is it okay to have hip hop in church? Hi, do you think it's good for us to be having hip hop in church? Like those hip hop, everyone has hip hop, gospel hip hop? Anyone?
Um, I would probably want to have like hip hop and R&B.
Do you have any artists that you like?
But I like Eminem.
Wow, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I like Stevie Wonder. Luther Vandross. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. I know. Oh, yeah. Well, I like Eminem as well, and well, the song that I really like about him is not a gospel, so I will not say it online. Please, people will judge me. So, but just know that I like him so much. So, but I won't say which song I like about him. Nicole, what's your favorite artist and what type of music would you want to see in church?
Okay, so what type of music? I like wide range of music. I don't really have
Okay.
genre. And then what would I like to see in church? Yeah, something with the tempo that's upbeat. So something like a hip hop R&B type of vibe. That isn't, yeah, that just doesn't make you want to go to sleep, you know?
Okay. So, Reverend Monte, are you hearing this recommendation? I think you have started implementing them in BC so that we should come and see. So say, oh, come and see could BC Chakunok. Dr. Stem, you're also in Florida, right?
I'm in Florida. Okay,
Okay.
good. So I'm in Orlando, Florida. So one of the things that I'm doing, I'm actually working on it this year. Because I have my own business. So I'm starting a nonprofit organization because I want to get money from the government. And one of the things that I want to do is to have a youth empowerment conference. Because with youth, right, it's about being in person. It's about them seeing you and playing the drums and getting all the instruments and everything, and then they play and they lead, and we're sitting in the background and just chilling and being, a support for them. So that's one of the things that I will be reaching out to, also Canada. And I just think that we need to do it for our youth, our own church youth from everywhere. And my hope and prayer is that we'll be able to one day have enough money in the nonprofit to literally fly youth from Zimbabwe and bring them to the conferences, whether we're in Canada or USA or we go to Australia. But I think the youth, more than anything, they want to be in person because the energy is different when we do it that way. So in the meantime, my recommendation is that we have a youth day in the churches where a youth is leading the sermon, youth are playing the music, youth are reading the Bible, so that again we are preparing them for the empowerment conferences. When we have once a year, we need to have meetings like what we did today with Mizeki, but then it's just a youth one that we can do, and we can do some that are virtual and also to do some in person. But I just think that there's so much that we can do with our youth. And I just want to say to my niece, she was sleeping in the spare room, Nicole. I'm like, please, please. So I'm proud of you. Thank you for coming on.
Proud.
Yeah, it's one of those when I was still in Avondale, when I was still in Zim, it's one of those things that we did. I like the line of thought that you're talking about, where you're talking about empowering the young people, because but it also started off with career guidance
Yes.
and career counseling, because I think the two of them are also very different, because the guidance one was more of like they still haven't made up their mind. But the
Yes.
counseling one was where they've already made their mind, but they are struggling in that area which they've chosen. So that's how you would do it. And we'd do some stuff that we used to call business seminars. In those business seminars, we would introduce young people to the way things are done in business. So like how to run a meeting, how to take minutes and all that. To the extent that when the young people got into the actual business world, some people were surprised, like, how do you know how to run a meeting? Right? How where you're asking for emotion, seconded, and all that, and whatever all those things. We did that in a setting like what you're talking about, Dr. STEM, and it helped a lot of young people because it happened in an environment that was non-threatening, environment that was very encouraging, an environment that was more godly, an environment that was more ethical, gives you ethical ways of doing stuff, which is different from what other people do. And that helped a lot. I would like to hear a lot about that initiative, because I think it helps a lot of young people.
Okay. But at the beginning, right, if I may also add this, thank you, Rev. If I may also, add this, as an Anglican for the Anglicans, I like the idea of having once a month, meetings for our young people. We bring in different guests. We bring in to talk about all those topics that you're saying. And then we get testimonials from the kids that, are Zimbabweans, but then are now in college or that are graduated, but they were born here or born in England or born, they're not, typical because they're struggling too, having typical traditional African parents. And here they are young and want to explore the world and explore careers. And like, nope, you have to go and have your PhD. You are a doctor and you have to be a lawyer. Like, no, I don't want to be a lawyer. So I think we need to have those for the Anglican, as an Anglican, support for our youth as Anglicans. I think that would be awesome if we can do that, monthly Zooms, and then, youth can join in from anywhere in the world. So that's something that we can also explore and do as well.
Yeah, I think that will be a very interesting initiative, and we pray and hope that it will see through. Yeah, maybe today maybe the young people didn't like really join because they thought probably, oh, it's Bernard Mizeki, and usually they've seen their parents going on it, and and those who have joined, it's only two that are active, maybe because what I know this. So I guess it's a very noble idea for us to think and try to engage them so that when the time for Bernard Mzeke comes next year, they're already engaged and they know what they want and they know kuti zvokufana kufamba so I think that's pretty much of a good, and I'm confident that kuti zvinofamba. So my advice, or what I want to say to Nicole, Kai, and other you that are here, is that there is Kuziwa as well. Before I go any further, Kuziwa, would you want to just introduce yourself and let us know where you're joining from? Okay, maybe she's not online as well. Okay, no, that's okay. We are happy for those that at least
I'm
the
here.
thing that they.
Oh,
I'm here.
he's there.
Oh,
I can
okay.
hear
Oh,
him.
sorry, Kuziwa. Okay, yeah.
I'm joining from Canada.
Oh, how are
Hello.
you?
I'm good.
Thank you for joining. We're
Yeah.
just talking before you joined. The topic is we're just asking people to tell us the things that they think church is boring or what they think church is exciting. And yeah, maybe if you are free and comfortable, you can just go ahead and let us know
So what's the question again?
the things that you find interesting about church and the things that you find boring about church.
For interesting, I'd say the community and like the different types of things that you engage in during church.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
So what is it that you don't like about church, if there is any?
Not too much really. There's not really an issue with that.
Okay, no, thank you so much. So I wanted just to say that okay, you can go ahead if I hope I'm not like I'm not stopping you from speaking.
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay, so I wanted just to say that what we have been saying maybe before, I don't know if you're joined or not, but we're just encouraging people, young people, and say that, you know what, just go to church, be part of the community first. That's the starting point. Just do whatever is going on there. Then people see that you participate, like you can participate, like reading, like in church, or if there are sides persons, like you can be a sides people coming in, greeting people, and any of them hymn books, whatever prayer books that you might use or something, and all those things. So participate and be there. And then when there are things that you think, oh, they're not really good or not really comfortable, explore a conversation with your priest. Ask for an appointment. Explore the conversation. Talk about it and say, oh, I think this is not good, and that's why I think you make much ground. But if you just say, oh, it's not good, I don't really like this, and then you're not gonna come, you're not gonna be joining in, and then you stay far away, it's not gonna help anything, but it makes things worse, and things less interesting. So well, this is what I think about church, right? But I like church. I'm a minister. I'm young. I'm 30 years old. I like church, and I don't regret. I like church, and but I was telling people that I'm in a church where there are 4 parishes into one. together, but I find myself to be one of the youngest members of the parish, but dealing with older people every day. But guess what? There are moments that we have changed things around that was done here, because you get there, you join in whatever that they are doing. And there's time because says, oh, let's have a conversation. Look, I don't think this is works and everything. And guess what? I'm a priest. I wear jeans to church and I wear my sneakers. I wear my Nike sneakers. I wear my Adidas sneakers. I wear them to church. I wear them with my alb, so do it. As long as you're going to the house of God, they will accommodate you. I just want to leave this time to Pastor Monde. Maybe he has something that he wants to let us know, or words of encouragement, or something but please don't stop going to church because it's boring. Go there, participate, and let them know your concerns. Book an appointment with the priest. Let them know and explore the conversation.
Because you said you're in Canada. Which part of Canada are you in?
Kitchener, Ontario.
Ontario. Okay, you are up there in the closer to the capital of Canada. Well, I'm in BC. Good to see you. Good to hear your voice as well. So, I think the other thing would be, what would you want to see this community doing? Because we've got people who are in the US and people who are in Canada. Young people, what ideas do you think we could put in place so that Dr. STEM came up with something that is key and so important? But I would like to hear from the young people. What do you think we could do for ourselves here with this opportunity of people in Canada, people in the US, young people? Do you have any ideas of something that can keep us together, keep us in, somebody said community?
That's thinking as well.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm thinking the same thing.
So what can we do? Do you think we could continue meeting or meet once in a while, or find a time every time when people get together to get to meet and to what are people thinking?
Yeah, I think we should just have times together.
Okay.
Like where people are free.
Yeah, I think we should do it probably once a month or something like that. Once a month, we get together and we talk and things like that.
Kai, you are in the US, are you?
Yeah, I'm in Texas.
All right. So we've got Texas, we've got Florida, and we've got Ontario here. And I am in BC, and I think Reverend Manenji is in what? You're in Yukon, right?
I'm in Newfoundland, Fundis.
Newfoundland. Okay. So here's a possibility of all these people desiring to meet, but what do you think we could do though? What are some of the things that you'd want to talk about or to discuss?
Okay, so let's do this. I see Dr. Stame says that she has to end the meeting. So let's do this. Reverend Monte, can you put us your number in the chat group? Then, and all the people that have joined, we will create maybe a ZAECUS youth platform. And then we together with Dr. Stame, and then we start to explore. But I'm sure people have to go back to the main group. I'm not sure.
Where do I put my number at?
Yeah, just put your number in the chat group, and then I'll get in touch with everybody. Put your numbers, then I'll get in touch with you, and then we can explore this furthermore. But we are really excited, and we really want to see things going on.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much.